The Galactic Council's emergency session had lasted 14 hours. Representatives from 800 species filled the crystalline amphitheater on Nexus Prime, their various forms of communication creating a cacophony of clicks, whistles, telepathic waves, and electromagnetic pulses. At the center of it all stood Chancellor Mordak, his 6 arms gesturing wildly as he addressed the assembly. The human vessel Defiance has violated 17 treaties, destroyed 3 patrol fleets, and declared independence from galactic authority, Mordak announced, his voice amplified through quantum resonators. They refuse all diplomatic contact and continue their rampage through Sector 7. Ambassador Kree Vex of the Hegemony Coalition raised her crystalline head. Chancellor, it's one ship. Surely our combined forces can handle a single rogue vessel? That single vessel, Mordak replied grimly, has technology we don't understand. Our intelligence suggests the humans have been secretly developing weapons that violate the cosmic accords. The assembly erupted in outraged chittering and electromagnetic bursts. The cosmic accords had maintained peace for 6 centuries by limiting all species to conventional plasma weapons and kinetic projectiles. No one was permitted to develop reality-altering technology. I propose we demonstrate the cost of defying galactic law, Mordak continued. We assemble the largest armada in galactic history. Every member species contributes their finest warships. We show these humans that no single vessel, regardless of its technology, can stand against the United Galaxy. The vote was unanimous. 3 months later, Grand Admiral Vexnar stood on the command deck of the Dreadnought Universal Justice, watching the largest military formation ever assembled. 12,000 ships from 800 worlds filled the void in perfect battle formation. Dreadnoughts from the Rigel Confederation, carrier swarms from the insectoid nations, battle cruisers from a dozen empires, all united under one purpose. Admiral, Communications Officer Thel-Yan reported, "We have visual contact with the human vessel." The main screen activated, revealing their target. The Defiance was unremarkable, a sleek, kilometer-long vessel that looked primitive compared to the technological marvels surrounding it. It hung motionless near a dead star system, apparently waiting for them. "Open a channel," Vexnar commanded. A human face appeared on screen, a middle-aged woman with grey streaking her brown hair and eyes that held a profound sadness. "I am Captain Sarah Chen of the Terran vessel Defiance," she said. "You shouldn't have come." "I am Grand Admiral Vexnar of the Galactic Armada," he replied formally. "By order of the Galactic Council, you will surrender immediately or face annihilation." Captain Chen shook her head slowly. "Admiral, you don't understand what you're dealing with. We've tried to warn your governments for decades. We've shown restraint, hoping you would listen to reason. But you've left us no choice. Your delusions of grandeur end here, human. You face 12,000 of the galaxy's finest warships. Surrender now, and you will be granted a swift death." "Admiral," Chen said quietly, "we didn't want this war. We only wanted to be left alone to develop in peace. But your council demanded we share our research, our technology, our discoveries. When we refused, you declared us criminals. When we defended ourselves, you called us terrorists." Her voice hardened. "Now you bring an armada to crush a single ship. You've made your choice. The galaxy will pay for it." The transmission ended. "All ships, attack formation Delta," Vexnar commanded. "Prepare to demonstrate the price of defying galactic order." 12,000 ships began their approach, weapons charging. The Defiance remained motionless, as if accepting its fate. "Human vessel is powering up some kind of device," the sensor officer reported. "Energy readings are impossible, sir. Whatever they're doing is drawing power from the dead star itself." Vexnar felt a chill of unease. "All ships, open fire immediately." The space around the Defiance erupted in the concentrated firepower of 12,000 vessels. Plasma beams, quantum torpedoes, gravity bombs, and exotic energy weapons converged on the human ship in a display of destruction that could have shattered moons. When the light faded, the Defiance hung in space completely undamaged. "Impossible," whispered the tactical officer. Captain Chen's face reappeared on screen, her expression filled with regret. "You still don't understand. We didn't develop weapons, Admiral. We developed something far more dangerous, the ability to edit reality itself." Around the human ship, space began to change. Stars flickered and moved. The fundamental constants of physics shifted. Matter behaved according to new rules that the Defiance wrote in real time. "You see, Admiral, we learned something your species never did. The universe isn't fixed. Reality is malleable to those who understand its source code. We can rewrite the laws of physics as easily as you might edit a document." The first wave of the Armada simply ceased to exist, not destroyed, erased from reality, as if they had never been built. The second wave found their weapons no longer functioned. The Defiance had locally altered the laws governing energy and matter. "Stop this," Vexnar commanded. "We surrender." "It's too late for surrender," Chen replied sadly. "You brought 12,000 ships to crush one. But each of those ships carried crews, families, entire civilizations worth of knowledge and culture. You risked all of that to prove a point about authority." The third wave discovered their hulls were now permeable to vacuum. The fourth found their life support systems had been retroactively uninvented. Ship after ship vanished, died, or simply stopped functioning as the Defiance rewrote the rules of existence around them. "The tragedy," Chen continued as the Armada dissolved around them, "is that this could have been avoided. We offered to share our discoveries peacefully. We wanted to help the galaxy evolve, to transcend the limitations that keep you fighting over resources and territory. Instead, you chose to see us as a threat. The universal justice found itself alone in a field of debris and twisted space-time. Of the 12,000 ships that had arrived, only the flagship remained." "Why?" Vexnar asked, his voice barely a whisper. "Why spare us?" "Someone needs to carry the message back," Chen replied. "Tell the Council what happened here. Tell them that humanity didn't choose to become gods, you forced our hand. We wanted to be partners in galactic civilization. Instead, you made us its judges." The Defiance began to fade from view, slipping between dimensions. "The age of conventional physics is ending, Admiral. The galaxy now belongs to those who can rewrite reality. You can join us in transcendence, or you can cling to your primitive understanding and face extinction. The choice is yours." As the human ship vanished entirely, Vexnar realized the horrible truth. They hadn't just lost a battle, they had awakened something that would remake the entire galaxy according to its will. The Council's attempt to assert dominance had instead created gods from the species they sought to control. The Armada was gone. The old order was finished. And somewhere in the vastness of space, humanity was rewriting the universe, one law of physics at a time. The galaxy would indeed pay the price, not in destruction, but in transformation into something unrecognizable by any species that refused to evolve.